And full screen. All right, this is my special occasion speech. And the special occasion is a wedding. This is the first take. This this is I just memorized it very well. Am I the only one that thinks that all good friendships should start kind of crazy? Picture this: 2002. There's a new kid on the block. His name is Edwin, and right off the bat, I don't like him. We get on each other's nerves till the day we finally have a fist fight in his front yard. To be honest, there were no winners that day. I think it was mostly just bad wrestling, and I might have pulled his hair. I'm sorry. But little did I know, Edwin would go on to become one of my best friends. From the days when we were wrestling in his yard to the fun times in the neighborhood, I've watched Edwin grow as a man and find love with his fiancee Ashley. I'm so proud to be here today at their wedding and welcome them into this exciting new chapter in their life. But before we get to where we are now, I have to mention some of our fun times growing up. Like I said earlier, we started our friendship as enemies. I don't know what it was, but I just didn't like him, and he didn't like me. In those times, all the kids in the neighborhood played with each other, so we had to see one another all the time. That led to some funny situations, like the infamous scooter scenario. One day, when we were all playing in the street and Edwin was riding his famous Harley Davidson scooter, he was going down a little driveway when his front wheel hit a tiny pebble and he flipped over hard. He fell and all his weight fell on both his hands. He couldn't use them for 2 weeks. Somehow, other kids in the neighborhood started a rumor that I threw the rock that he fell on. But that wasn't true. I did laugh though, a lot, and I'm sorry about that. We didn't start becoming friends till a few years after that in high school. I guess we both matured a little bit. We didn't go to the same school, but we rode the same bus. In our neighborhood, we used to meet a lot of characters like Gino the Bum. We would walk to the bus stop in the morning where he'd be sleeping and listen to his stories about how many diamond push-ups he did yesterday and how he was waiting to get paid from his big record deal from his saxophone recordings. After school, we used to spend hours and hours making each other laugh with our friend Noel, just sitting in someone's car, telling jokes, and recording skits on our phones. In those times, we didn't need a lot to entertain ourselves. After high school, we still kept in touch, but we were doing our own thing. I just wanted to play music or ride my bike, but Edwin was a real go-getter. I remember him getting a job with Pepsi and having to wake up so early in the mornings all the time. Then he got a job at Gelson's in Santa Barbara and did the same, probably even earlier. While he still worked, he started going to school again and began studying to become a firefighter. After that, he joined the Wildland Fire Crew and spent some time fighting fires and busting crazy missions in the mountains all over California and Oregon. He got really buff for his summer. He should have probably stayed doing that. This was all before he decided to throw all his chips down and start his own painting business. I remember how hard he was studying for months to get his contractor license. Each one of those jobs was different from the last, but the one thing that was constant was Edwin's undying work ethic to learn, achieve, and be the best version of himself that he can possibly be. He did put the work in to better himself, and that plus a lot of luck led him to Ashley. I first met Ashley in 2019. At that time, I had a huge beat up 1974 Dodge van that everyone hated and kids ran away from. I called Edwin to help me get rid of a couch. He said he was with the new girl he was talking to, but he was down. We loaded up the van and went to go dump it somewhere illegally because I didn't want to pay and I'm cheap. We drove up to the spot, we ran out and all threw it onto the ground. Then we jumped back in and then I sped away. I knew that day that she was cool and he should keep her. Luckily, she kept him. After that, their relationship started developing and their love started growing. He would always be so happy when he told me about their latest camping trip, the newest spot they hiked, or any new adventure that they just came back from. I know times would get tough when they had to spend so much time away from each other because Ashley was studying and Edwin was just starting to grow his business. But they managed to push through that and those times by encouraging each other to follow their dreams and be the best versions of themselves that they could possibly be. Now Edwin has a successful business and Ashley has her dream job as a PA in the medical field, all because of the love and support that they've had for each other. It's a special treat to know someone for so long and watch them grow and overcome the challenges that life throws at them. I've watched Edwin go from being a boy to becoming a man and now a loving husband with a bright future with his beautiful bride. Thank you everyone for coming to celebrate this wonderful occasion as we watch this young couple move into life's next chapter. Let's all raise our glasses and have a toast to the happy couple. Mr. and Mrs. Sanchez, may your love and support for each other never end and allow you to flourish even more year after year. Thank you.